card that you saw at the beginning of the tutorial. We're going to be using the S967T Collage stamp from Technique Junkies, this stamp right here, and we're deconstructing that just slightly. And then the sentiments we're using are the SDX 201, 4 little sentiments. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is just stamp the T Collage two times. And when I stamped mine using Catherine Cooler Midnight Ink. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to color this piece. It does color very fast, but I am going to speed this up so you don't have to watch it in real time. And you can even speed it up further if you so choose. So let's get started. Okay, so I've colored this first one, and you'll notice a couple of things. First of all, I chose to use distress markers because I know there's quite a few people out there who don't love coloring, and I just wanted to prove that you can make this look pretty just with distress markers. You don't necessarily have to go crazy with Copic markers. We're going to set this aside. And okay, so on this second piece, I'm just coloring two things on this. I am just going to color this lemon up here in the same color that I did on the original piece, and I'm going to be coloring just half of the tea bag on the bottom, and I'm going to be coloring. Okay, so I am going to cut these two pieces out, and I will come right back to you. Okay, so those two pieces have been cut, and now we're going to use the two of the 4 little sentiments. We're going to be using the Miss You and the Hello. So on this piece right here, this little tea bag that I cut out, and you notice I didn't color the top, we're going to be putting the word hello on there. I'm going to stamp that hello. Let's use a different scrap of paper. I have another scrap of paper here. And then you're going to stamp the word miss, and then beneath that the word you. So what you need to do now is just freehand a little square out of this Miss You. If you want to use a trimmer, use a trimmer. And I'll be right back. I'll do mine and be right back. Okay, so now I have the two words, hello and miss you. So what I'm going to do is actually take these 3 pieces and attach them like that, but then I'm going to back everything in black. Let me show you what I mean. So let me attach these pieces. So now that is one piece. So I'm going to take that one piece and a piece of black paper and cut out around the piece of black paper so it turns it into a little mat all of its own. So I've attached that to a mat, and now I'm just going to cut this out with scissors, 2 of them there, and we'll have one piece there. So that's one piece. Now I know that looks a little odd, but let's attach the string to that. A couple of holes in there with my crocodile, and I just have a piece of black, I don't know if you want to call it string or twine or whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to tie a knot in each of these so that these are tied together. I don't want it to be too long, but it needs to show also. The very last couple of things that we're going to do to finish this card off. First of all, vellum. When was the last time you used it? I haven't used it in forever. When I first started doing this card, I was putting this on here and I was popping it, but it totally gets lost on there. So in order to see the actual sentiment, you take a piece of vellum and you attach it over the top of it. Look at that difference. You still see everything in the background, but this really pops out the sentiment very well. Attach that and then back this in black. So it's going to be backed in black, and then I will attach that. Okay, a couple of tips about when you're attaching this vellum. If you attach underneath where the main piece is going to go, then you don't necessarily see the vellum attachment. So that's a good place to attach it. I have backed this in black and put it on a white cardstock, which I will decorate the inside of. So I was originally going to pop this, but I think it's okay just to put it down. So let's put it right on there. This definitely needed to be popped when I was just placing it right over the top because you just lost it. I put a little glue there so that part of the string stays down there, and I'm going to put a little glue up there. That glue just a little bit, just so we get a little curve on that string. And that is our card. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today with our muted background and the hello and miss you with a lemon. And I hope you will consider subscribing to the Technique Junkies channel. Thank you for watching today. I'll see you next time.